One of the things we hate when pricing is when we get that reaction. That's expensive. That's more than I can afford. I'm not paying that. We hate the price objection. However, when using a software-based approach, we can prepare for that. And the great thing about effective pricing is there are many different ways that you can change the package or use behavior rewards or offer different solutions until the client says yes. Let me show you how you can do that in the software.
When you reveal your price to the client, if the price is too expensive, there are many things that you can do to work with the client to change the package. So one of those is when you design your questions, you want to make sure you ask scope questions to determine how much work will be involved, but also even more important, preference questions. Give the clients choices. For example, when setting up a cloud accounting system, like QBO, you might want to ask them, would you like us to set up your invoices? They might say yes to that, great. But if the price is too high, you can go back and ask them how important that really is to them. And if it's not that important and they don't place that much value in that, you can turn that back off and reset the price. The other thing, of course, you can do is you can offer them different choices of packages, which you can specify in the software very easily and create different options. So if the price is too expensive for the one they really want, they could downgrade to another. And there is a third thing that you can do. If you still can't agree the price, having changed the package in various ways, having offered different packages, then you can always discount. However, I never recommend you discount, never crash and burn on price. Instead, what you do is you swap something. And we do this through something called behavior rewards. And this is something which is kind of hidden in the software because you want to keep control. You want to choose whether you offer these things. It's kind of your last resort. And you can create as many of these as you want. So for example, you might want to decide to let them have a lower price if in return they refer you to 3 businesses just like theirs. Or it might be that you give them a slight reduction if in this case with setting up a cloud accounting system, the client agrees to set up their own customer and supplier details with your guidance. And so with each behavior reward, and we can add as many as we want. If I just click on the edit button, I've chosen this one to reduce the price by 150 if they say yes, and we can choose a percentage discount or an absolute amount and the exact amount. So let me just show you on the front end how that might work. We can create as many of these behavior rewards as you want. Let's look at how this works in the pricing. So I'm going to go into our cloud accounting system pricing. I'm just going to pick a client very quickly and we'll just move on through the questions. I'll leave them at the default for now. Let me just put a couple of things in here, a couple of employees and bank accounts. And then what we'll do is leave it as yes. We'll imagine the client chooses. They want the middle one, but it's 3 payments of 920. That's way too high. So if we've gone through and we've changed everything, we've taken things out of the package, we could also, and perhaps it's even the entry one, that's still outside their budget, then we have this button called BR. And what we can do now is we can ask them the questions that we've pre-set up. We might say, look, we can give you a lower price if you're willing to refer us to 3 businesses like yours. Would you be willing to do that? And if they say yes, the price changes by the amount that you want it to do. And if they say yes, great, we can now go ahead. But it may be there's some other things. For example, in the case of a cloud accounting setup, we might say, do you really need comparative balances? If we don't set those up, there's less work to do and we can give you a lower price. Okay, I don't think I need those. Okay, if we do that, that drops the price further to this. So you can keep offering them discounts or rewards in this particular way until they either say yes or until you decide, do you know what, this client will never value what I do. It's best to say no.